Hi everyone, welcome to my live creative time today. My name's Mandy Witherby from Mandy's Papercraft Creations, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. Thank you so much for being with me today. Whether or not you are watching live or watching the replay, it's great to have you here. Thank you for being here. Now, if you are watching live, you will see the red live button up in the top left-hand corner. And if you don't see that red live button, then you will see, then you will know that you are watching the replay. So thank you all to those who are also watching the replay over on YouTube. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't yet liked and followed my Facebook page, please feel free to do that. And also too, if you aren't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, then feel free to do that as well while you are there. And if you would like to click on the little bell icon next to the subscribe button, then you can choose how you'd like to be notified whenever I upload new videos. So as everyone is finding their notifications that I've gone live and jumping on, I'm going to bring this up on my other devices so that I can see everybody's lovely comments there. So bear with me while I bring that up. I just have to flip this one and we will refresh this one. All righty, let's see. Hey Julie, hey Sue, great to have you here. Thanks for joining me. How are you, lovely ladies? How was your weekend? What did you get up to? Did you do anything exciting? Or did you just have a nice relaxing time? Hi Kathleen, how are you? Great to have you here too. Awesome, awesome. Oh, I just noticed how dry my hands are. Well, now you'll all be looking for that when I'm filming. I'm down on the desk. I should have put cream on them this morning, but I've only just realized. Let me just adjust that camera a little bit. There we go. There we go. All right. So what's been happening? Oh, Kathleen's daughter had her 15th birthday party. Oh, that's so awesome. Happy birthday. 15. Wow. They grow up too quick, don't they? Before we know it, they're just adults and off they go into the world. And it's like, where's my baby? I know, they grow up way too quickly. Yeah, I hope she had a great weekend, great celebration of her 15th birthday. That's awesome. You just want them to stop growing. Yes, I totally understand. I know all of my babies are adults now, and it's just, I love getting out the photos and remembering when they were little and cute, and I mean, they're still cute, but you know what I mean. Yeah, they're just, you can't get back those days when they were little. So yeah, but it's all good. New adventures. Julie says, I'm good, just at home preparing for Jake and Adrian's joint birthday party this Sunday. Oh yes, that's right. Adrian just had his birthday and Jake's is now hang on, is Jake's coming up or he just had it? I can't remember now. I remember you telling me that they were both in November though, and that you'll be having a big party. Oh, that's so exciting. That'll be a lovely celebration on the weekend. Sue did the online stamping retreat with Kylie yesterday. Lots of fun. Oh, fantastic. That's so great, Sue. That's awesome to hear. I've done one of those before in the past as well, and it was really fantastic. I wasn't able to join this time, but I had hoped to, but it didn't work out. But hopefully I'll be able to join the next one because they are lots of fun and you learn fantastic new tips and tricks and techniques and all sorts of things. So that's great. Always great to get some crafting in there, which is awesome. Adrian's just gone. Yeah, on the 27th of October. Oh, and Jake has his this Friday on the 3rd. Oh, there we go. That's right. Jake, Adrian's is in October and Jake's is the beginning of November. So close. My goodness, it's a busy, busy time of year for you guys. Ah, that's so cool. That's so cool. So, what did I do on the weekend? I don't even know. The weekend just seems to go so fast that, well, yesterday was church, and then Amber and I went to the shops to get a couple of things that we needed from the supply shop. We just needed some some little things for my team for on stage, because on stage is coming up very soon, and I always like to spoil my team. So yes, had to go and get something for them for that. And yeah, and then we came home, potted around. I had an afternoon nap, that's right. Had an afternoon nap because I was so tired, hadn't had much sleep the night before. So had a nap and then potted around. Yeah, did a few bits and pieces. Had to do a little bit of work yesterday. I don't normally work on Sundays. I try to take the whole day off, but sometimes when we have lots and lots of things happening and pressing time, like deadlines and things, then things just have to be done. So yeah, so had to do a little bit of that. Sue said, you certainly spoil your team, so special. Yeah, I like to. I mean, they're so good to me, so I like to be good to them. And they are why I do what I do. And my customers as well, of course. So yeah, I like to look after them. Yeah, Saturday. What did I do on Saturday? I'm just having a look at my calendar. What did I do? Oh, that's right. My son's girlfriend came in the evening. They had a movie night, which turned into watching the soccer with Dad. So that was fun. But yeah, during the day just worked and just catching up on things and getting some new things prepared for some things that are coming up soon, which is exciting. And who is starting to get ready now for Christmas? Oh my goodness, we are so close, less than 2 months now. So how's everyone going with their Christmas projects, Christmas cards and other Christmas projects? How are you all going? Let me know. Yes, we've got, I really don't even know. We've got so many things coming up between now and then that I haven't really had time to think too much about it. Starting to get a collection of Christmas cards though, so that's good. But yes, mainly when I am demonstrating them to all of you, although I did have a class as well, which brings me to the next thing. I have got another in-person class coming up. So we just had, well, we're just about to have the Kit to Go class, or the class to go, which is the Merry Bold and Bright. That one has closed now. So that one will be shipped out this week to the class participants. So watch out for those of you who have registered for that class. Those products will be coming to you this week. So, or the kit packets, I should say. And a couple of weeks ago, I had a creative Christmas kit together using some of the Christmas kits, and that was an in-person class. So that was really, really fun, and we got to create with some of those beautiful Christmas kits. And I'm doing another one in November. So if you missed my one a couple of weeks ago, if you weren't able to attend, I've got another one coming up on the, oh my goodness, I've got the registration close date and I don't have the date of the class in front of me, the 25th of November. It's Saturday, the 25th of November from 2 till 4 p.m. And here is my little flyer. So this time we are adding a kit that you can choose from. So last time we had the choice of the Rustic Christmas Countdown Kit, which is the Advent calendar. And you make cute little Advent pockets. Did I have mine out? Oh, mine got put away. Oh, I think they're down there. Wait, I'll show you. Here they are. We've put them all into a box because I made all of mine up, and we're storing them in a little box. But I'll show you those. I'll show you what some of them look like. So this is one of the choices that you can do, and there's 4 different designs. Oops, that one's coming off the peg. There's 4 different designs for the Advent pockets. That's 3. Hang on, I've got to get the other one out. And then they've got the different numbers for the different days of the countdown. So there's the 4 there. Aren't they just so beautiful? And I added a little bit of extra blingy bling bling on some of those, and a bit of, let's go this way, a bit of Wink of Stella as well, which added to them, which was really lovely. And see, you can count down. And what they are is they are little pockets. So you take, so the embellishment is actually on a little peg, and then they're actually a little pocket. And so you can pop a little treat in there, or a little message, or whatever you like, little gift of some sort, little yummy, little chocolate, and then close it up, pop the peg on there, and then it comes with a string that you can string them like a banner, not a banner, what do you call it? Yeah, well, like a banner. Or you can peg these to the Christmas tree. So when I displayed them for the ladies, because I'd made some of them up, and I displayed them for the ladies on a little Christmas tree. But yeah, you can peg these to your big Christmas tree, or you might like to put them around the house somewhere, or you can put them as a bunting, that's the word, or you can display them as a bunting on the string as well. So they are really, really cute. And that's one of the selections for the class. The other one is the, let's put that down there, is the Christmas Everywhere card kit. And I've also got some displays of alternative projects as well with that. So the ones that come in the kit, and then some additional alternative projects as well. I think we ended up with, so the kit makes 9 cards, but if you add a little bit of additional cardstock, then you can make, what did we make? We made 15, 16, 17. I lost track, but yeah. So there's that one. And then also too, oh, I haven't printed out the individual one, but also for the November class, we've added the Love Santa tag kit. So this makes 9 oversized gift tags, and they are really, really cute. So that is an option as well. So there's the 3 options. So if you would like to come and craft with us in person on the 25th of November, and make some of those Christmas projects, you can choose which one you would like to do. Now I'll be putting up the advertisement for that either later tonight or tomorrow. I do have Bible study tonight, so if I get a chance after that, I'll put it up. Otherwise it'll be tomorrow. And then you can register and pay for your kit, and then we can get you booked in. Now, places are limited because it is being held in person. So I only have a limited number of seats that I can have people come. So you'll need to register quickly if you don't want to miss out. Oh, Sue says she wishes she lived closer. She would love to do a class with you. Oh, that would be so lovely, Sue. Well, if ever you are in Sydney visiting, then let me know, and perhaps we can work something out if I've got yeah, some available time. So yeah. Oh, Julie said after the birthdays that will be on your list. Ah, fantastic. Well, Julie, if you're free on the 25th, yeah, feel free to come and join us in person, because it'll be a lot of fun. We had a great time last time. Oh, and I will also give you afternoon tea and a cuppa, of course. Yeah, we had a great time the other week when we did that. But yeah, now there's going to be the option of a tag kit as well, which is super cool. All right, so that is coming up. So also too, don't forget, we have got, so today is the 30th, isn't it? The 30th of October 2023. So tomorrow is the last day to take advantage of the 35-year anniversary joining special, or starter kit special, I should say. So there are 2 options to get added value at the moment when you purchase the starter kit and become part of my team. I would love to have you come and join us and join our team. We've had quite a few join already this month. I've lost track of how many we're up to now, but we've had quite a few join already this month, which has been really, really exciting. So we've welcomed quite a few new team members. But let me tell you a little bit about this special if you're unfamiliar. So if you are not already a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you live here in Australia, you can take the opportunity of this one. Now, of course, you can take opportunity of this offer anywhere around the world, but I'm just going to give you the Australian currency, okay? So you have two options. You can choose to have 35% off the price of the starter kit, or you can choose to get 35% more in your starter kit paying the regular price. So with the first option, you will get to choose $235 worth of product, but you're only going to pay $109.85. So $109 is all it's going to cost you, and 85 cents, but you get to choose $235 worth of product. Now you can choose whatever you like of current product to put in your starter kit. It's totally up to you, up to that value of $235. So you're getting $125.15 worth of free product. So this is an amazing, amazing offer because you are getting more than double the amount you're going to pay in your starter kit. And then of course you'll get an ongoing 20% discount on all your Stampin' Up products. Now you can stay as long as you like, leave whenever you like. There's no lock-in period. There's no penalties for exiting at any time. You don't need to sell product or anything like that. You don't need to hold classes. You don't need to do Facebook Lives like I do. You can simply join to enjoy the discount for yourself, okay? So don't be concerned about any of that. Now the other option, the 35% more, when you pay $169, which is the regular price of the starter kit, you'll actually get to choose $317.25 worth of product in your starter kit. So with that option, you're getting an extra $148.25 of free product. So how amazing is that? And of course, we would love to welcome you into our crafting community. So we would love to have you come and join us. So if you also get free shipping on that starter kit as well. So you don't pay any additional shipping fee on that starter kit. And then as I mentioned, you'll get the ongoing 20% discount for as long as you would like to take advantage of that. Now, currently, if you joined now, you would have until the end of April to take advantage of that starter kit. Now, if you wanted to stay beyond that, then there would be quarterly minimums that you would need to meet, but I can explain more about that if that is something that you would like to do. But even if you don't meet that first quarterly minimum, or you just simply purchase the starter kit and then nothing else, you can actually stay until the end of April without doing anything else if you'd like to. Enjoy the team community, get to know everyone and see how things work and see if it's a good fit for you and if you like it, and then you can make a decision whether or not you would like to stay. There was one other thing I was going to say. Oh, of course, too, if you join now, you will get free access to the onstage virtual event in November, which is valued at $123. All of us current demonstrators had to pay to attend. I had to pay $123 to attend. But if you join during this special, which ends tomorrow, the 31st of October, you get to attend for free. It's a virtual event, so you can watch it in the comfort of your own home. If you're not free on the actual date, then the onstage event is happening on the 11th of November. But if you're not available on that date, there will be an opportunity to watch the replay. I think that will be available for the following month. Following month or till the end of the year. I'll have to check that. But yeah, there will be plenty of opportunity to watch the replay. And it's a lot of fun, the onstage event. So it's not to be missed. So that's yeah, an additional perk that you can enjoy. Yeah, so if you would like more information about joining, or if you'd like more information about my team, or you have any questions, please feel free to get in contact with me. And I'll be happy to answer any of your questions for you and help you to get on to your or continue your creative journey. But yeah, definitely we would love to have you join us. So there we go. So that is happening too. Oh my goodness, I can't believe tomorrow is the last day to take advantage of that. It's been going for the entire month of October, and that's gone just so quickly. All right, now let me check on these comments. Oh, Robin's here. Hi, Robin. How are you? And Deborah too. Hi, Deborah. How are you? Lovely to have you both with us, ladies. All right. Now, I'm going to pop all of my links up in the comments. And in fact, that class I was telling you about, I've already put the class in those links as well. So you can actually register, even though I haven't put the advertisement up yet. Registrations are open, so you can click on that. If you're watching today and you'd like to jump on that straight away, then you are welcome to do that. So let me grab, okay, here we go. I'll grab the link there. Oh, actually, no, that's not the, oh, that is the link for the class. I will put the link for the class, the kit together, in the comments separately. There we go. Oh, wait on, that didn't copy the whole thing. Let me go back. Let's go here. There we go. And put that in here. That's better. All right, so there is the link for the November kit together. And then let me grab all my other links, because that is another way that you can get to it, as well as all my other links. If there was any, if you need my joining link, if you need my shopping link, if you want the link to my blog or to my newsletter, then you can get that in this other link. Now I'm just finding it. Where did we go? Down here, there we go. All my links. There we go. Pop that in the comments. There we go. And over on YouTube, I will pop those comments, those links in the description of the video as well. Alrighty, we are ready to rock and roll. Let's get to some crafting. I have got a beautiful project for you today. I hope you enjoy it. So let me, oh, I didn't grab my catalogue out. Let me grab that. Now, of course, if you need any catalogues, please let me know as well. Again, in those links that I just added in my link tree there is a link to request a catalogue as well. But today we're going to be playing with some products from the Mini Catalogue, and we're going to be making a beautiful Christmas card today. So I will, yeah, I didn't tag it actually in the catalogue. So let me just quickly tag it now. And then, so is there any questions anybody had, or is there anything that you wanted me to touch on if I haven't touched on it? I didn't really explain fully about the onstage event. The onstage event is a Stampin' Up event for demonstrators only, and it's held every year. And yeah, we do lots of fun things there, and there'll be demonstrations of new product. We get to see brand new product from the next catalogue, which will be the January to March Mini Catalogue, and also Celebration as well. So we'll get to see some of those new products, and we'll get to see some demonstrations. We get to craft along as well, and yeah, it's just really fun. So all right, well, I'll cover up the camera and tip it down onto the desktop now, and then we can get crafting. Here we go. All right. Okay. Let's get this set up. All righty. There we go. Okay. Oh, we're very wonky. Let's straighten up. Straighten up a little bit. I'll just move that out the way so I can see. How's that looking? That's not too bad. Still a little bit wonky. Is that better? Just a little tweak. And I think we are all good. Alrighty. Now, any of the products that you see today, you can find in my online store, And you can get to my online store two ways, either via my blog, where you'll find lots of other creative inspiration. As well, there on my blog, I have tutorials for sale as well. So you can have a look at those. And also on my blog, there is a subscribe button there for my newsletter. So if you're not already subscribed to my newsletter, you can subscribe to that, and then I can keep you up to date with all of the latest Stampin' Up! News, with sales and specials and my classes, and give you weekly creative inspiration there as well. Or you can go to my website and find my online store through there as well. You can find my full calendar there too, of upcoming events, which you can also find on my blog also. So feel free to go to either of those. Now, this is my October host code. So if you are shopping with me this month of October, use this host code, and when your order goes over $75, you'll receive a free gift from me as a way of thanking you for shopping with me. All right, and there will be a new host code in November, so in just a couple of days. Hey, Dimity, how are you? Great to have you here. Alrighty, so this is the catalogue, the September to December 2023 mini catalogue. And today we are going to be looking at the Oh Holy Night, or some of the products from the Oh Holy Night suite. Now, this is a really big bumper suite. I like to call them a bumper suite because in this suite there are 2 bundles. So you've got, and 2 lots of designer series paper. So if you like all of the products and you want all of them, you can get all of them just by using one code, which you'll find over here on page 14, and there's the code there if you want everything. Or you can purchase the items individually, or you can get the bundles together. It just depends on what you like. So we're going to be playing with this bundle today, the Night Divine bundle. So this I'll show you up close in a moment, but it has a sentiment stamp as well as the nativity dies. There's also this bundle, which is the Stars at Night bundle, and this one has a stamp set, the dies, and a hybrid embossing folder, which is really, really beautiful. When I did an unboxing, when I had all the new products, when I received all of the new products, I showed all of those. And this one's really beautiful as well. We've then got the adhesive back star trinkets. We'll use some of those today. The Night of Navy Gold glittered ribbon. The Shining Brightly 12 by 12 designer series paper. This is gorgeous with the beautiful gold highlights on them. Hi Rose, how are you? Great to have you here. And then we've got the beautiful Oh Holy Night designer series paper, which we're going to be playing with today. So I will show you that one up closely. And then if we turn over the page, you can see a larger image of the stamp sets and some more beautiful projects there as well. Even some Christmas tree decorations that you can make as well. So they're the products. That's where you can find them. So pages 14 through to 17 in the mini catalogue. Ah, bonjour, Fran. Lovely to have you with us. Thank you for joining us. All right, so let's have a look at the stamp set first. Now, this is a cling stamp set, which is the red rubber stamp set. Now you can see I haven't put all of my stickers on mine yet because I've only so far used just the one stamp. I've only used this one once so far. You can see they're still all brand new. So this is one that I really want to do a lot with, but I've been so busy with all the other projects that I haven't had a chance to use it too much yet. And then these are the coordinating dies. So we've got the beautiful nativity here. We've got the I was going to say the barn, not the barn. What do you call it? Oh, it'll come to me. You know the word. We've got the nativity here, and then we've got all the animals, and we've got some clouds as well. So this is really, really beautiful. Now, the stable, that's the word, the stable. The stable is quite tall, but we're actually going to trim it down a little bit today to make it a little bit shorter. So you can do that as well. You have the option of doing that. But how cool would that be to use for lots of other projects as well, where you can have animals or yeah, just I think it would be quite versatile. And these little animals, you can use them as well in different projects as well, and the clouds too. So yeah, so really lovely bundle, that one. Then we've got the gorgeous designer series paper. This is amazing. Now let me pull this out of here, and you can see I've chopped up some of this for the project already. So I do have a sample already to show you of the project, and then I'm going to show you how to make it today. Very quick and easy. So this is the Oh Holy Night designer series paper. Okay, if you're looking for the code for this one, it's 161986. And as I said, you can find it in the Mini Catalogue. All right, let's have a look at these beautiful papers. So we've got the beautiful starry sky here. And then on the other side, we've got some gorgeous stars. So even this side, like you could use that for other projects other than Christmas. That'd make a really nice background for, you know, florals or birthday or, you know, anything really. And then we've got this. I love this one. How gorgeous does this desert look with the beautiful starry night? Really gorgeous. On the other side of that one, we've got some beautiful rustic sort of looking patterns. So again, you can use that for anything. That would make a really beautiful rustic card as well. Vintage, yeah, gorgeous. Oh yeah, good idea, Amber. Amber said the stable can even be used as a wooden cabana. That'd be awesome too. Yeah, you could do like a little picnic setting underneath there or something, or some outdoor furniture. Have we got stamps at the moment that have little chairs? I think we do. What is that stamp set? From the annual catalogue. Ooh, might have to have a play and see. Oh, hey Brenton, you're here too. Great to have you with us. All right, then we've got this beautiful night scene here with the sort of the ancient sort of looking buildings there in the background, and the you know, the grassy sort of foreground. So that's really lovely. Some more. I love this one. This is just so cool. How awesome would that be for masculine cards? So cool. Love the colors. We've got some more stars here. On the other side, another great one for vintage or masculine cards, or my goodness, you could use it for anything. And it even looked lovely with some florals. Yeah, really lovely. We've got beautiful sort of like a painted, which way would you have it? That way or that way? I don't know. You could go either way, just depending on what you're doing. Actually, you could use that for water as well, couldn't you? It could be sky or water or just a coloured background. And this one, I'm not sure how well this will show up on camera, but this is like a painted finish, but then you do have a pattern underneath there as well. So again, you can use that for anything. And then this one is super awesome. Look at this one. So you've got some like sand hills or rocky mountains down here. And then you've got all of this painted water wash background up here. So you could use that for so many different things. You are only limited by your imagination. And look, how cute is this? Very Art Deco sort of look pattern on there. Again, you could use that for so many different things. So that's the paper, which is simply stunning. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. We're going to be using some of this one today. As you can see, I've already cut it ready. Then we've got the beautiful star adhesive backed star trinkets, and these are in 2 different sizes, and they're actually quite heavy, and they've already got the the adhesive on them, which is fantastic. So we're going to be using some of those today. Let's open up the packet. There you go. You can see I've just used one from there, so we'll use those. And the ribbon, I don't have the ribbon out, and I don't have the other products out as well, but there are the other products that I showed you in the catalogue as well. These are just the ones we're playing with today. We're going to be doing some heat embossing today as well, and a little bit of tearing. And this is the project that we're going to be making today. So we're making a beautiful, I'll hold it up a little bit closer so you can see it in the light. Let's bring the light over a little bit. So we've got like the silhouette look happening here with the night sky behind of the nativity in the stable, and we've got all the animals there. Some of these animals are mounted up on dimensionals just to give us a little bit of a pop, and the stable is as well. I've created a little bit of sandy ground along there. And then we've got the embossed sentiment there too. So there we go. Now the inside of this one will need a insert because we are working with Night of Navy card base. Okay. I haven't done any stamping in there because or stamping or embellishing or anything in there because I often don't stamp the sentiments until I know who I'm sending it to. And then I might add an extra strip of designer series paper, depending on how much I want to write. Sometimes I fill up the whole inside with writing, so then I don't want anything additional, you know, taking up space. So there we go. So that's what we're creating. All right, so let's jump in. Now, do I have, oh, I don't have my measurements written down. Hang on a sec. Did I, let's see. No, I don't have my measurements. Okay, never mind. The measurements will be, I don't know what I've done with them. The measurements will be on my blog for you tomorrow. So you'll be able to get them from there. So don't worry about it if you don't catch them today. But basically it's just small layer. So we've got like a 2mm border to the white and then a 2mm border to the designer series paper. And then this strip, I think it was 2.5 centimeters, and then we tear, 2.5, oh, I've got it right here, 2.5 centimeters wide, and then we're just going to tear along the top, and it's the same width as this one, which I think is 14, this one is 14 centimeters wide. Yep, so this will be 14 centimeters wide. Yep. So yeah, but anyway, all of the measurements will be up on my blog tomorrow, so look out for that. All right, okay, so let me put the card over here out of the way and we will get started. So we might start first of all with our stamping of our sentiment, and then we'll do the other bits and pieces. Now, I didn't grab out any grid paper. Hang on a sec. Oh, I've got some scrap white paper here. That will do. Now, you only need one, but I've got two because I often muck up the first one. So we'll see how we go. I'm using some white embossing powder. And I'm going to use some Versamark ink. I've also got today some crumb cake and some Misty Moonlight with some sponge daubers because we're going to do a little bit of inking around the edges of the different pieces. So we'll get to that in a moment. Okay. All right, so I've got all of that ready. I've got my embossing additions toolkit here. So in the embossing additions toolkit, you get the embossing tray, the embossing buddy, the tweezers, and the brush, and that all comes together as a kit, which is really fantastic. So I'm going to remember today to use my embossing buddy because half the time I forget. And we're going to rub that across our cardstock. It's just an anti-static pillow, so it just means that if the embossing powder won't stick to anywhere else except for the ink. So if you get any, if you've got any fingerprints or oils on your fingers or anything and you've been handling your cardstock, the embossing powder won't stick to those if you use that embossing buddy. All right, so let's grab out our stamp. So I'm using Joy and Peace. You could use, I only needed a small sentiment on this one because there wasn't a lot of space for the sentiment because I've filled it up with the scene. So that's why I chose the smallest one. But yeah, if you can make one of the other ones fit, like maybe one of these small ones, the Lord is my shepherd, the bigger ones, obviously, they're not going to fit. But Joy and Peace just is the perfect size. So we'll grab that one out and we'll pop that on a block. So I've already got my sticker on that one. So when you get your stamps, if you're not familiar with them, they don't come with the stickers already on them. The cling stamps, you actually apply your stickers to them so that you can see where to line up your stamp. Now, some people don't like to add the stickers, and that's totally fine too, but I think with sentiments, it's kind of necessary to help you line up where you're going to stamp your sentiment. Yeah, so anyway, we are using Versamark ink. So this is a clear ink. It's a pigment ink. So we're going to ink that up. And I'm going to stamp that. Now let's see if I get this straight. It's always tricky with the camera overhead to try and get that straight. That's not too bad. Maybe a little bit low. Might be all right, actually. We'll pop the embossing powder on there. Stay. There we go. While that ink is wet. Sorry, I think I said that's a pigment ink. I think it's is it pigment or is it water-based? Now that I say that. It's a sticky ink anyway. I know it's acid-free, it's non-toxic. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's actually pigment or if it's, anyway, it's an embossing ink. So I'll use the handle of my tweezers just to tap that off. Oh, I got a little bit of I did get a little bit of extra powder just here. Might have missed that bit with my embossing buddy. There we go. All right, so that's the first one. I might try and stamp another one and just have it a little bit higher. So let's just leave that one there for the moment and we'll try again. Where's my other sentiment piece? There we go. Tap, tap, tap on my ink. And I'll just try and put this one up a little bit higher. We'll see how this one looks. And then we can choose which one we prefer. Oh, that one's a bit better, actually. It's a bit higher. Yep. Had it set just a little bit too low. Oh, I did an embossing buddy. That one, did I? Oh, dear. Okay, we might need to use our paintbrush. That's okay, because that's why we've got the paintbrush for that and also for cleaning out our tray. So let's see how we go. Give it a bit of a tap with the handle of our paintbrush to get any excess granules. Oh, actually, that came out pretty clean, so that's good. Okay, now, before I move on, I'm going to return the excess powder back into the container before I turn the heat tool on, because I don't want to accidentally melt any of this extra powder, because I want to be able to use it again. So just brush that down. Just take the cap off there. There we go. Tip that back into the little pot. Brush that down. Remember to, as I always say whenever I use my embossing tray, that if you have used, say, the metallics or black, make sure you clean out your tray thoroughly before you use the white or the clear. Otherwise it will, yeah, ask me how I know. I've done it. I've actually done it and accidentally mixed my colours and ruined my embossing powder. So you don't want to do that. All right. Oh, I need to plug in my embossing powder. I mean, my embossing tool, not my embossing powder. Hang on a sec. I'll just grab, actually I might grab my other power cord and grab that. That'll be better. Then I don't have to unplug anything over this side. Okay. All right. So this is the Stampin' Up! Heat tool. If you haven't seen this before, it has a little stand so that you can stand it up so the hot part isn't laying on the desk. and makes it easier to pick it up as well. It does have a plastic cover over the metal tip, which helps to protect you from burning yourself. And we've got 2 heat settings on here. We've got number 1 heat setting, which is great for drying things, if you're drying ink, etc., or drying a watercolored piece. And then we've got the number 2 setting for heat embossing, which is what we're going to do today. All right, so I'm just going to put that onto 2. We'll heat that up for a moment just off camera. Okay, and then we'll take it to our piece and we'll watch as the ink melts and becomes bright and shiny and raised, and then we'll move our heat tool across. There we go, that's done. So that's that one. Let's do the other one as well, just because we've got it here, so why not? We might use that on something else. Now I will move this one out of the way because we don't want to double heat that, or otherwise it'll overheat the embossing powder and it'll go flat and it won't be shiny anymore. There we go, you'll see that changing. These reverse grip tweezers, they come in the set as well with the embossing tray, and they have a porcelain, is it porcelain tip? Yes, so it does get a little bit hot, but they won't, the heat from that won't transfer up through the handle of the tweezers. So there we go. So we've got our 2 sentiments. I'll pop that one aside. We're going to use this one today. Okay, so we finished with our Versamark. We'll pop that away and pop that one away. I'll keep this scrap out because when we do our inking, our daubering, we probably won't need it, but I'll just pop it to the side for the moment. Okay, now next thing we're going to do is we're going to do some tearing. So we're going to take our piece of crumb cake and we're going to tear along one of the long edges. So just moving our hand down with the tear so that we're supporting the cardstock behind as we go, and just doing little tears towards ourselves at a time so that we can control that torn edge. There we go. Okay, so we can throw that extra piece out, or you might want to keep that for another project. So you can certainly keep that for another project if you wanted. You might even want 2 layers of the sand, so you could do 2 layers if you wanted to. I would ink the edge of each one of those to make them stand out, but for this project I'm just going to be using the one. So I'll take my crumb cake ink with my crumb cake dauber, and we're just going to ink along the torn edge just to highlight that little torn edge there. Just gives it a little bit more interest. Does anybody else like tearing? I love tearing techniques. They are lots of fun, and of course inking with daubers is one of my favorite techniques, and I do it on most of my projects, which if you've been following me you would know. It's one of my Mandy things. Hello, Kay. How are you? Great to have you with us. All right, now let me check. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't clean my stamp. So let me clean my stamp. There we go. All right. This is the card that we're making today, Kay, because you just jumped on. I'll show you what we are creating. We're creating this beautiful nativity scene today. So that's what we are in the process of. Now, let me just scroll back up. Did I miss any other comments while I was chatting? I think I've got everything, everyone. If I missed anything, feel free to ask me again if I missed it. All right. Now, we are going to adhere some of these layers, and then we're going to do some die cutting. And in fact, you know what? We might do all our die cutting first, and then we'll adhere everything together. All right, so we've got that bit done, that bit done. Oh, we're going to ink this one before we move on. Then we'll do our die cutting. So we're taking some Misty Moonlight ink, and this, I didn't actually tell you, but this was Misty Moonlight cardstock that I stamped the sentiment onto. And we're just going to run a little bit of ink around the edges just to highlight and give a little bit of a border. Just makes it stand out a little bit. And by doing this, it means that you don't need an additional color matted behind this, because back in the day we used to double mount everything. Every piece or every sentiment used to have a mat behind it. But this is kind of the cheats way that you don't need to. It's a lot quicker. So there we go. Now, if you wanted to, you could also do around the edges of this piece, but I don't really think it needs it. I would probably use Night of Navy perhaps around the edges of this piece if you wanted to, but I don't really feel that it needs it because there's a lot going on in there already. Okay, so we'll just pop that one away. All right, let's do some die cutting. Now we're going to be die cutting from the basic black. Now I've got a, this is just a card front size, so it measures 14.85 by 10.5, okay? And we're just going to do all of our die cutting from that one piece. Now, before I bring over the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, I'm going to put all of the pieces on here first, lay them on, and let me tell you, I got this awesome Post-it tape the other day from, well, it's not Post-it, I don't think it was Post-it brand, I think it was just a different brand, like a cheaper brand, might have been J.K. Burroughs or something like that, but it's like Post-it tape, so it's actually sticky all the way along, and I am finding that this works a lot better than washi tape because it's not as sticky, so it doesn't then tear your cardstock, but you can hold your dies on with it. And I've got 5 rolls on there, so I've just started using this in the last few days and I'm really loving it. Okay, let's see if we can fit all of these pieces on here. Oh, in fact, you know what? We might need to move that right down to the bottom. Move that down to the bottom there. There we go. Okay, and then we can put these pieces on the inside. Now, let me see how I had this. I can't remember how I had them. Did I have them like that? Just got to make sure that your dies don't touch when you're using multiple dies, because they won't cut properly otherwise. Might need to move that one down even a fraction more. This one actually doesn't matter if we do it off the edge because I'm not using the very bottom of it anyway. But I did want to cut the bottom of it so I could show you the full piece. There we go. Now let's see if we can fit. How did I fit these on here last time? Might end up needing an extra piece. I don't know if I can fit that camel. Camel's a bit big. All right, can fit these ones. Just the camel. The camel's a bit of a problem. Camel's very big. How can I fit you on there, camel? How did I do this last time? Goodness me, I can't remember. I might just grab out an extra piece of black to do the camel, I think. I don't think he's going to fit. All right, but we can fit all of these ones. Let me grab out another piece of black. Yeah, they just can't fit quite. Hang on a minute. Can I do it? Or maybe did I have this one up here? I can't remember which way I did this now. This card that I'm recreating today, I made the original. Oh, Amber just said stable towards the top and the camel fits underneath. Oh, thank you. There we go. Yes, I had it around the wrong way. This card that I designed, I made, oh gosh, at the beginning of the month. Was it the beginning of this month or was it last month? It was quite a while ago. So I've made a lot of other cards in between then and now. So trying to remember how I did everything is a bit tricky. There we go. Yeah, I made this, friend of mine came over to make some Christmas cards with me. She hadn't crafted for quite some time, and I said, come on over and we'll make some Christmas cards together. So this is one of the ones that I made that day. But yeah, as I said, it was a while ago. There we go. I'll fit them all in now. So yes, the stable up near the top and all the animals at the bottom. Let's put little lambikins down here. You see down there, little lambikins. And we've got sheep here and donkey here. We can use one piece of tape, I think, to hold them on. There we go. Okay, so that's everything on. We're not using the clouds, so won't worry about those. Oh, a little tip for you too, another tip is I've started to do this. I saw somebody else had done this a while ago, and I've only recently started doing it, and it's such a lifesaver, is photocopy your dies on the sheet that they come in before you take them off, and then pop that into the case so that when you go to put your dies away, you know exactly how they're going to fit on your sheet, and you know how many dies that you should have as well, so that if any are missing, you'll know. Okay, so that's just a little tip. So I keep that inside my case all the time now, and it's much quicker. All right, let me bring in my machine. I'll have to use the big machine today. There we go. We need the big machine because we've got that big stable that needs to fit through. Alrighty. Okay, so I've got my my base plate number 1. I've got my adapter plate number 2, but mine's getting warped, so I just flip mine over. Then I've got a clear plate number 3 on the bottom. Then we'll put our dies down, and then another number 3 plate on the top. There we go. Make sure your plates are all lined up, and then through we go. Might shake the table a little bit, so I apologize if it does. There we go. And here come all of our pieces. Oh, there's our little lamb and our little donkey. Okay. So you can reuse these pieces. I've been using them over and over several times, and yeah, they've been really great. Okay. Oops. So pop out these extra little bits. How cool is the little stable? Look at that. And you've got, oops, there's an extra little bit. And you've got all the wood grain texture embossed into it as well. Not sure how that will pick up on camera. It might be a little bit hard to see that. There we go. Oh, good question, Julie. Thank you for answering that, Amber. I just saw that question. Yes, I didn't mention where I found that post-it tape from. Yeah, it was just in Officeworks, just in your local stationers, and it came on the roll, which was great. All right, so just gently take this out. There we go. Whoops, pop out that extra little piece there. Oop. There we go. So there's our nativity. And our little animals. Now I've got my tray. There's another tip. I got this magnetic tray from Bunnings, from the hardware store, and I can just put my dies in there, and they will just adhere to the tray until I am ready to put them away, and that way I won't lose them. Especially those little lambikins. You don't want to lose those little lambs. Whoop. And still got the cardstock attached, and our camel. There's our camel. Alrighty, there we go. So there's all our pieces. Just take all this Post-it tape over to the other table. There we go. All right, and I'll get rid of all these little extra pieces. Okay, so we've got our stable, we've got our nativity, we've got our camel. Now our camel needs a few little extra bits just popped out there. So I'm going to grab my Take Your Pick tool because it's got the reins. There, we just pop out those extra little bits around the reins. There we go. There we go. We've got 2 sheep, 1 standing, 1 sitting, and we've got our donkey. All right. There we go. And all of the dies I'm just going to leave in my tray for the moment, and I'll put them away a little bit later, just to save a bit of time. Okay, so now we've got all of our pieces ready to put together. So let's start putting together these layers. Okay, so we've got a base piece of Night of Navy, and this is just your standard card base size. So it is 21 centimeters by 14.85, scored and folded at 10.5. Now, as I said, all of these measurements will be on my blog tomorrow, so if you miss them today, don't be worried. We've got a piece of basic white, and this one measures 14.45 by 10.1 centimeters, and we're just going to adhere that now to the front, or to the card base, I should say. So just use a little bit of multi-purpose liquid glue for that. Now remember that you will need a white insert for the inside as well to write on, but I will do that after filming, just so I don't waste time doing that. It'll basically be the same as this piece, the same size as this piece. There we go. And then we've got our beautiful designer series paper. Now we've got, let's have a look, yeah, we'll put it that way. So this one measures 14.05 by 9.7 centimeters. So again, it's just a 2 millimeter border. There we go. So we'll adhere that down. There's no ribbon on this one, but we are going to have bling. There we go, line that up. Use the multi-purpose liquid glue to just slide that around to get that lined up. All right, now we've already got our strip as well. So we're just going to adhere that along the bottom for the ground, just to ground those, or ground the seam. And I gave the measurements of that one before, so it was 14.05 by 2.5, and then we tore that edge. There we go. Okay, now what we need to do next is clean our fingers of the glue. We need to work out the height of the stable. Now the stable, as you can see, it's very tall. So if you were doing a portrait style card, that would be fine. You would fit the whole thing on there. But because I'm doing a landscape, I want to add to the scene, I'm going to have to chop this down. Okay, so what I did the first time when I created this is I just basically laid it on here, and I just took a pencil. Just make sure that you've got it nice and straight, and let's see, make sure I've got that straight, looking at the side here, just using my eye, and then I just put a little pencil mark where it meets the bottom of the crumb cake there, just across there. Okay, and then we'll do the same on the other side. Just put a little mark across there. Now then from there, you can either choose to use your trimmer Or you can just use your paper snips if you've got a line drawn all the way across and just snip it. I wouldn't eyeball this part because I would get it wrong. I'd get it so crooked. But because I've got my little pencil mark, I'll just follow my little pencil mark. And there we go. Now, the one that's on the left is going to be hidden anyway. The one on the right isn't. So, but there we go. Okay. So then you've just got these little bits here. You might find another use for these, for something else. They do look like a T. But you might find another use for them. If not, you can just chuck them in the bin. All right. So I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals. So this is going to be the first part that we'll do. I'm going to use some minis. So we'll bring those in. If I can just reach them. There we go. So they're my large ones. We don't want them. We want our minis. And if you haven't seen this trick before, I just use a Sharpie marker and just draw a line on the backs of my Stampin' dimensionals. So then that way I can see if I've removed the backing paper on them or not when I use them on my project. So I'm just going to apply a lot of these on here because I want this to be really stable. Haha, I want the stable to be stable. That pun was not intended. It just came out that way. But it kind of worked. Yeah, I don't want any saggy bits. And because this is quite fine and delicate, we just need to make sure that we do apply enough dimensionals to give it lots of support. Okay, so make sure you add plenty. And this is probably the part that takes the most time of the whole thing, is just putting the dimensionals on there. Now, as you put the dimensionals down, you can either, if you find these are a little bit wide for what you want, you can trim them down. But if you put them, because they're a hexagon, if you put them so that the points are top and bottom, and you've got the straight sides on the left and the right side, they will just fit inside the width of those, timber uprights. Oh, I've got an extra one. Is that an extra one? There. Oh, I didn't put that one up high enough. I wonder if I can remove that one. Nope, it's stuck. That's okay. That can stay there. All right, so give them all a good press. Now, because I've got the lines marked on the back of my dimensionals, I can see that I haven't yet removed the backings. So now I can just go ahead and stab each of those and remove the backings. You can peel them off with your nails if you prefer. I like just stabbing them with my Take Your Pick tool. It's quicker and easier for me. Okay, here we go. So has anybody else already got this bundle? Have you already used it? Or maybe you've got the whole suite? Let me know if you have, if you've used it yet. Oh, I just used my nails for that one. There we go. Okay, so now this one is going to be adhered over to the left-hand side. Just want to make sure that we line up. Now be careful because it's a little bit bendy. Okay, so you want to make sure that you get it nice and straight, and you want those two pieces at the bottom to be lined up. And we want to kind of get it quite close to the edge on the left-hand side. So just line up those two uprights there at the bottom. Line those up. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, Glenda has this suite. She loves it and uses it a lot. Oh, that's fantastic to hear, Glenda. That's awesome. It's really beautiful, isn't it? All right, now with the nativity, we are just going to adhere them flat. So we're going to use a little bit of multi-purpose liquid glue. Put a little bit on the staff there as well because the staff is quite fine and delicate. So just lots of glue. go. All right, and they are going to go in the center, down near the bottom, but not right to the bottom. Okay, we want them up a little bit from the bottom. In fact, I'm going to put that up a little bit higher because we want to be able to see the baby Jesus in Mary's arms there. There we go. Okay, beautiful. Now, the camel is going to be adhered flat as well. So put some glue on the camel. I'm going to put some dots just on his legs. All right, and he's going to go over near this edge over here. There we go. What I love about these dies is that the dies really do all the work for you, and the designer series paper as well. Like, there's very little that you really need to do because all the detail is already in the paper and the dies for you. One little mini dimensional on the sheep that is standing up, and he's going to go over here near the camel. Just want to position him so that you can still see his head. You don't want to lay his head over the top of the stable there, the upright, because you won't see him because he's black as well. And then we'll put a couple on the donkey. Oops, getting in a sticky situation here. I've still got glue on my fingers. There we go. Donkey is going to go over the edge. Oh, actually, that's what I forgot to check. Forgot to check the positioning of the, I did that last time too. I'll just take that one back off. Before adding that extra dimensional, you just need to check where he's going to sit, because he's going to sit just over the edge there of the stable. So instead of a dimensional, I'm actually going to put a bit of glue. Actually, you know what? I'll put a bit of glue on the bottom here. There we go. So we've got one dimensional on his head, and then because his body is going over the top of that stable piece there, the upright, then that will hold him in place. We just needed the dimensional under his head there. There we go. And we need one on the little sitting sheep. There we go. This one's going to sit here. Oh, you know what? There's a piece in here that I didn't pull out, which I just saw. There we go. Got it. Just noticed that because we couldn't see the staff of the wise man. All right, and then this little sheep's going to sit in here. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. So now we've got our sentiment label. It's going to go up the top here. So we'll put some dimensionals under there. Keep using our minis because I've already got them out, but you could use large ones under the sentiment if you wanted to. Whoops. Pop that up there in the corner. Just make sure that's lined up. There we go. All right, now just to embellish. All right, so we've got our stars, which I mentioned before, our adhesive backed star trinkets. And as well as that, I'm also bringing in, these are the festive pearls. Now they're labeled as red and green adhesive backed pearls, but in the catalogue, they're actually called festive pearls. We're going to use a couple of those from here as well. Yes, they changed their names at some point along the way. All right, so I'm going to use one of the large stars here at the top of the stable. Whoops. Get that lined up straight. There we go. Beautiful. Aren't they just so stunning? And then we're going to use a couple of these gold dots. I'm going to put one in that star there. And then we'll put, whoops, we'll put an extra one over here. And then we'll put one inside the stable just up in here. Actually, I might put that one down just a little bit so that it's not in line with that one. I'll just put it down here somewhere. There, like that. There we go. So that is my card for you today. All finished, and it's only 5:20. See how quick and easy that one was today? The time that took the most, I think, was the die cutting and then just putting the dimensionals on the back of the stable. But there you go. That is our project for today. Done and dusted. So now I've got 2 more Christmas cards. Yay! Oh, thank you, Glenda. Thank you. I'm glad that you had this sweet, Glenda. It's beautiful. Yeah, have you made a card like this one, Glenda? Have you done one similar to this already? Because if you've got the whole suite, I would imagine that possibly you have. But yeah, so there you go. Nice and quick and easy. All right. Well, I'm going to tip the camera back up. You've done one very similar. Fantastic. That's great. Oh, Dimity says lovely. Thank you. All right, let's flip the camera back up. Now that we've got that finished, here we go. All right. There we go. Oops, get that straightened up a little bit. So nice and quick and easy, hey? So if you've got a Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, really got to get myself some proper studio lighting or something. Maybe next year, maybe I can ask for that for Christmas. But yeah, if you have got a Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and you want some quick and easy cards, then this one here is beautiful. And the other thing you can do with this too is you can trim this main die. You can trim this down to just have the nativity. So you can just have Mary, Joseph and baby Jesus in the middle there too. And you can remove the wise men, or you can cut them away so that you can have them set off separately. Or yeah, I've seen lots of projects made just with these 3 in the middle. Yeah, so there's so much that you can do with that scene. So you don't have to necessarily just have to have it in, like have everything all in the stable like that. You can mix it up, trim them down. Yeah, I just had a thought. I wonder if you could do one of the wise men sort of sitting on the camel. If you trim down a wise man and had him sitting on top of the camel. I wonder what that would look like. I haven't seen anyone do that yet. That just came to me. If anyone does that, let me know. I'd love to see what it looks like. Maybe I'll do it myself too. So there you go. So I hope you really enjoyed that. Oh, ask Santa for new lights, Glenda said. Yes. We need some new lights for Christmas. Yeah, I definitely need new lights in here for Christmas. So might have to start looking around and see what I can find out there. I've seen some really great ones from some other demonstrators, and I thought, oh, it'd be great to have some nice proper studio lights like that. These ones are actually starting to fall apart. So they've done me very well though. I've been using them for the last few years. So they've done very well. They were just from IKEA. So they've done really well. But yeah. Oh, you've done the stable in browns as well, Glenda. That sounds really nice too. That would look lovely. Oh, thank you, everyone. I'm glad that you liked that. Julie said, such a beautiful card. I've been debating whether to get these dies. I think I have been convinced. Oh, yay. Oh, that's so good, Julie. I'm glad that you really enjoyed that. Yeah, I really love them. And I just love creating scene cards anyway. But these just make it so easy because you've got the silhouette. But yeah, I definitely think I'll have to do what Glenda did and have a go with doing them in browns as well. That would look really awesome. And on that paper that has this one here, I've seen some really nice ones done with this one here, with all of the desert in the background. That nativity looks beautiful on that one. And also too, in the foreground of this one with the ancient village in the background as well. That one also looks great too. So yeah, so I think I'll make up some more of those for Christmas with those other backgrounds as well. That would be really cool. Well, thank you all so much for joining me today. I'm glad that you felt inspired by that, and I hope that you have a really fantastic week. I hope you get some crafting in there, and all the best, Julie, with the boys' birthday preparations. I hope that they have a really fantastic time. I'm sure that they will on the weekend. And yeah, again, remember, if there's anything I can help you with, let me know. Remember to check out the 2 things that I mentioned at the beginning. The amazing starter kit offer that is available at the moment. Tomorrow is your last chance to get on with this one. For only $109, you can get $235 worth of product. So $109.85. So if you include the 85 cents. So definitely check that one out. And then also to my creative Christmas kit together, if you would like to join us on the 25th of November for that as well, to get some of those beautiful Christmas projects ready for Christmas and come and have fun with us and craft in person and have a good chat and some afternoon tea together and just a lot of fun creating together. So let me know if there's anything I can help you with or if you have any questions. And otherwise, I will see you all again next Monday afternoon at 4 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. Thank you all so much for joining me today, and I hope you all have a really great week. As I always say, happy crafting, everyone. Bye.